Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Braylon, Cascadia Blooms social media person. Today I am making CBG, you heard right, CBG infused olive oil. I'm going to try cooking with it. You guys have probably seen my CBD cooking videos, and I haven't seen any CBG cooking videos since it came out. I don't even know if it's going to be the same. I just figured if I could infuse oils with CBD, why can't I do it with CBG? So, stay tuned throughout this video. I'm going to show you guys how I make my CBG infused olive oil. I'm doing it with the crock pot method. So I will, it'll take like 24 hours to make, but we'll get it all going in there and yeah, and then we'll start cooking with it. So stay tuned, guys. Alrighty guys, I am literally grinding this up right now with my mortar and pestle because I lost my electric grinder. But that's okay because, this is what's made for it. It'll work just as fine, I think. And we'll see how it goes. Spill a little. Is it really cooking if I don't spill things? No. Because I spill everything. Pour that in the crock pot. And then once we get all of this in there, we will cook it on low for 24 hours. And then it'll be ready to strain. Okay, so now that we have that all ground up, put into our crock pot, we're going to pour in, I did half of a large bottle of olive oil because I'm going to do something else with the other half of the olive oil, and I really don't need too much, so we're just pouring that in there now into the crock pot. We are going to stir it up and then let it sit for 24 hours. Okay, so for this part, guys, I'm doing a voiceover because my nephew was in there, and I was playing with him and talking to him. So right now, all I am doing is after the crock pot has cooked that CBD oil for 24 hours, I am pouring it over cheesecloth, sorry, forgot what it was called, cheesecloth, which I just like used a rubber band to put over the jar, and I'm just straining all of that like CBG flour out of the oil so that we can start cooking with that oil. Alrighty guys, now for this next part, we are just removing the cheesecloth. Yes, I used a new hair tie to keep that on there because I couldn't find a rubber band, but we are just taking that cheesecloth off of there and we are going to squeeze out any excess oil. I didn't realize, I had let it sit for a little while before doing this to let it cool, but it was still pretty hot, so luckily my oven mitts are rubber, so I just used those and squeezed out the rest of the oil and then washed them, just because I wanted to get as much as possible, and it was burning my fingers off. And voila, we have our finished CBG infused olive oil product.